So it's been a couple of days since I last posted a video, so I thought I'd post a new video and update you with my progress. I've been filming some footage during the week of making different meals. I made a couple of different freshly cooked meals that I've included some footage of. We went food shopping today and we bought, I'll move the calorific cider to the side. We've bought loads of, stop waving the knife around, loads of fruit, loads of veg, some veg which will last, because veg isn't that expensive, or salad items like these which can ripen at home, which is good, they'll last. We tend to do a weekly shop, and it's really hard to keep things fresh and keep things so they're a lot sort of longevity, so they can be used in different meals, especially when there's just the two of us. So we've got quite a few things which are ripen at home, and different things. I want to do some smoothies, so we've got some different veg for that, and fruit. Tonight I'm trying something new. I'm cooking a salmon steak in my pan over here, with a couple of garlic cloves, just a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm going to chuck in some tomatoes with that. At the moment I'm putting together a salad. I'm going to have a rocket salad. Tonight I'm cooking kebabs. I've got vegetarian kebabs. Here's my kebabs. Got some tomato going on, got some corn pieces, some onion, some red and green pepper. Gonna put some sauce on it, only a small amount of sauce. It's a sticky barbecue. I'm just gonna put a little bit of sticky barbecue just so it's not too plain. Basically, I wanted to say I'm feeling much better within myself. I can really notice a difference this last few weeks. Definitely in the last few days. I went to the gym the last couple of days, and I really noticed an improvement. I'm managing to go longer on the treadmill, managing to do more cardio, and also when it comes to my strength, I'm managing to complete my reps without being as tired, without my muscles sort of not making it to the end of the reps, and I'm really starting to see a huge improvement. So anyone at the moment who you get to, I think because I've been doing it since the beginning of the year, by now my body's kind of realising, okay, you're actually in for the long haul, you're making a change. So for anyone who, say for example, you're just a week in and you're already thinking, God, I'm so tired, when am I going to suddenly sort of think, yeah, okay, I'm getting more energy? Well, I'd say it probably took my body 2-3 weeks to go from, oh my God, what are you doing to me, to, you know, actually I've got more energy. And I think that's a huge bonus with exercising. I mean, a lot of people think, okay, you're going to be tired all the time because you're exercising, and then obviously you're expending energy and then you're going to be tired. But I've actually found I have loads more energy. It's great. I feel fantastic. I really do have more energy. It sounds like a huge cliche and people are going to be rolling their eyes and thinking, yeah, you know, whatever. But seriously, I find myself wanting to go do more. And also I also have this little sort of voice in the back of my head now. When I've, say, sat for a bit on the couch playing the Xbox or watching some television, I start to think of ways that I can get myself more active to sort of make up for the fact that I've been sort of sat down and not doing too much. And for me, I think that's a huge improvement, but because before I just didn't have those kind of thoughts. So I think that's really good. Also, when it comes to the eating, that's really changed as well. I'm enjoying my food. I'm enjoying my healthy food. I love salads, and again, people are going to be like, how do you love salads? It's what you do with them. I think too many people think you've got to eat a carrot or some lettuce and your salads have got to be boring. They don't have to be boring. You can mix them up a bit. You can add some tomatoes, spring onions, beetroot, you know, mix in your own dressings as long as they're, you know, they're low fat and you know what's going into them. Experiment. There's loads of sites out there. Absolutely. One of my favourite things is Googling for healthy recipes. I mean, a lot of these websites which have got food recipes on them, you can put in a type of food, you can search for recipes that contain that food, and then just be sensible, just have a look through them. If they've got things in them which you think are high in fat or high in calories, not good for you, high in salt, any of the bad stuff, anything that's too high, just substitute it. Have a look. You don't need it. It's something that it's just about teaching yourself something new. You can learn. It's all about, if you're in for the haul, you're changing your lifestyle, it's just about teaching your brain a new pattern. When I was growing up, it became like a treat to get a Happy Meal from McDonald's. It was kind of like, oh, you know, Mum, can we have a McDonald's? We've been good, and stuff like that. And it was seen as a reward. And I think it's just now, it's unwiring that and making sure that you rewire with good habits. That's what it's about. If you're going to make a life change like that, healthy eating, it's got to be something where you're telling your brain, this is good for me, I feel good, let's keep it up. Also, what's helped me is apps. I'm a huge techno geek. I love my iPhone, I love my apps, and I think apps have really helped to motivate me. I'm someone who needs to, I guess I need to keep track of what I'm doing, so that at the end of the week I can look back and I can go, okay, I've done good, I've done this, I've reached this goal, let's do better next week, let's, you know, reach for this goal. And so a few apps, I'll include some screen grabs of the apps in this footage. If you go to the App Store, there's loads of apps in the health and fitness section, but some apps that I really like. One that I really like is called iFitness. And iFitness is something where you've got all your different exercises, which they break it down into which area of your body you want to work on. Once you select which area of the body you want to work on, you can then go into and view the exercises. Now, some of the exercises you're going to need gym equipment, but some of them I find you can substitute with things that you find around the home. So if you don't like the gym, you don't want to go to the gym, you can't afford to go to the gym, there are exercises you can do at home. But I will say it's heavily based on pretty much equipment that you'll find at the gym. Now, I do go to the gym, I love the gym, I'm one of them strange people that actually, I enjoy going to the gym. And so I've got myself a workout where my personal instructor went through and took me around, found a workout that went with what I wanted to achieve, and I've basically inputted those exercises and that routine into a workout. So now when I go on, I can select my workout, and I've got my reps and my sets, and I can go through, and it graphs what I'm doing, what I'm achieving. So if I go up a weight in my reps, then I've got sort of that written down, so I know. Another good app that I use is Nike Training. Now, I will say Nike Training Club. It is designed for women. It doesn't say that in the App Store. There's been people complaining in the comments. It's good. I think a man can use it. I think if you've got a problem with following the graphics of the women, I mean, there's so many apps on the App Store which have just got pictures of men. The iFitness, just pictures of men, but I don't have a problem using it. And the same goes with this. If you want to keep fit, it's pictures of women. I mean, let's not complain. The great thing about the Nike women one is that you can do it at home. You don't need the gym. There are several pieces of equipment that you probably do mainly find in the gym, you might have at home, or you can substitute them. Now, this is great because it gives you can select your workout, so you have different options. Once you select those options, you've got beginner, intermediate or advanced. You're going to know whether or not you're beginner, intermediate or advanced, but the benefit of this is, it's not like if you go to a gym class and you start and then you think halfway through, you think, crap, this is hard. This is something you can pause, go back to beginner. Select beginner if you're a beginner, and it gives you more options, and you've got minutes, how long you want to work out for. Again, you don't have to complete it all. It's about working your way up. to achieving this. So if I've gone for sweat and shape, gives me different breakdowns. You can put music to it, you can play it along. You need a bit of space for this one because it does things like the plank, which you need to lay down on the floor, also kicks and things like that. So I wouldn't say it's best doing it around your favourite china or around your mum's porcelain doll collection. I have used it when I have not been able to get to the gym, when the weather's been bad. I would recommend that app. Again, it keeps track of your records. It tells you if you completed it and what you've done. I think you can get rewards as well. I think Nike do some integrated awards, but I haven't set that up. Another app I like, and this is more for your diet, is the MyFitnessPal, which is a calorie counter and diet tracker. It's very American. It's getting more English, but it's very American in regards to some of the food you put in. Basically, you work out how many calories you want to eat, and then you enter in what foods you've eaten. And I found when you enter in the items in the search, so a lot of the time they're American foods that come up, and we have different quantities, but it's not hard to work out. I've got a conversion app now, got an app for everything. The guys who have iPhones will know. And basically this, you can keep track of it. I'm not too good with keeping track of things because I've got to enter it in with each meal, and sometimes you're sitting there and you're sitting there with your friends or you're sitting there with your partner or whatever. You don't want to just start sort of in the middle of a conversation thinking, okay, I've eaten 2 slices of bread and had some cheese. It seems antisocial. So if you can, just write it down. At the end of the day, if you can recall, even if it's not everything, you can get a good idea of what you're eating, what calories you've got. It tells you how many you've got left and things like that. And you can also, it does the maths where you can put in what calories you've burned, and it sort of minuses them away, so it sort of kind of gives you more calories. But I tend not to think of it that way. I don't like to think, okay, I've been to the gym for this long, I've got these calories, so I'll eat more. I just think, okay, I've done well, I've done good, and hopefully I've burnt off majority of my food of the day. So they're my apps, and well, I've got a few more, but maybe I'll talk about them in my next vlog. But yeah, basically this was to update you on how I'm doing. I'll keep vlogging. Check out my wife she's called Confused Vlogger, and if you haven't seen my previous video, check that one out. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing really well. Keep it up. We're here to motivate each other, and so if anyone needs any support, motivation, just message me, subscribe, keep checking on my vlogs. Hopefully they're giving some form of inspiration to someone, and yeah, good luck and Shayloss. Hope you're doing really well, and I appreciate the videos, they're really good.